In this video, we'll work on the metric conversions in Discourse 1.2. So let's go to single sentence mode. Okay, Goliath was 3 meters tall. Let's write a rule that will convert 3 meters. Okay, 3 meters is about 9.7 feet, roughly. It's entirely up to you how precisely you want to make these conversions. But that will be a structural adjustment rule. Let's add a new group. We'll call it metric conversions. And I'd like to move it up. Just in general, we go by the order of syntactic categories, and the more complex ones are down at the bottom, like combining sentences, subordinate clauses. These won't be complicated, so let's put them up by noun phrases. And this will be triggered by nouns, and we'll call this metric conversions. Let's build an input structure. We want a noun, an adjective phrase, and an adjective, and a noun. We can specify the noun as meter. Okay, so let's go ahead and write a rule for this particular one. We can say add words in 3. Okay, 3 meters is about 9.7 feet. So let's convert meters to feet. New word, let's say foot. And 3 meters is about 9.7 feet. Okay, unrecognized character is a period, the decimal point. So ignore this character. It's not a cardinal number, but for our purposes, that's close enough. Okay, so now whenever we have 3 meters, the text that's generated will be 9.7 feet. Okay, so that worked fine. The MTT said 9 feet, but that's fine. This works fine for this particular sentence. But we don't want to discover these meters, these measurements one by one as we work our way through the Bible. Instead, we would much rather look ahead and find them all at once. And we can do that by saying add words and then clicking here and say search text. So it copies that input structure for us. But there's a limitation in the software which I will fix soon. Right now, I'd like to search, for this video, I'd like to search the book of Genesis. But right now the software won't let me change the source text. So to make that, to search Genesis, we need to actually go to the Bible. We'll go to the Bible. Okay, now we can go back to that rule and it will let us search Genesis. Search text. Okay, let's set it up to search the entire book of Genesis. Genesis 1:1 to Genesis 50, verse 26. So let's search that book for this structure, and it will show us all of the adjectives that modify the word meter in the book of Genesis. Okay, here they are. For this video, we won't do all of these. Let's just do some. We'll click on them to highlight them and then say select. So now those are copied to our input structure. And you see that ... That means there are multiple concepts right here. We can only see the first one, 135, but when you rest your cursor there, then a pop-up shows you all of them. So now, all of these numbers modify the word meter in the book of Genesis. Now let's provide new translations for all of them. So for that we can say add word. Okay, 135 meters is about 443 feet. And let's do another one. Okay, 14 meters is about 46 feet. So what we're doing, we're setting up a table of new translations. Let's do another one. Okay, 23. 23 meters is 75 feet. Three meters, we already said, is 9.7 feet. And are there any more? Yes, one more. Okay, 7 meters is 23 feet. So now all of these metric units will be converted for us. 135 meters will be converted to 443 feet. 14 meters will be converted to 46 feet, etc. Okay. Let's go back to the story of David and Goliath. And this should still work. Okay, it's still 9.7 feet. Okay, so that worked. Now let's go to our other metric conversion. Goliath's spear tip weighed 7 kilograms. Let's use the same rule. We'll add another layer. Let's say add words. Actually, let's deselect all of these. Let's change meters to kilograms. So select kilogram and deselect meter. Okay. Now I want to do a search again. So we need to go back to the Bible. I'm going to save this. Let's go back to Genesis 1:1. Now let's open the rule again. I will eliminate that soon so that we don't have to cut back and forth. So now let's say add words, and we'll do the search. So it copies the input structure for us. And let's again search Genesis to find all of the adjectives that modify the word kilogram. So here they are. And again, for this video, we don't need to do all of these. Let's go back to our verse. Okay. Okay, we need to include the number 7. So let's say add words. By the way, when you click on add words and then here, this will include all of the adjectives that are in the current verse. So let's include 7. Okay, so now let's set up a table of new translations. We want to convert this word to pound. And to set up a table of new translations here, we say add word. So 12 kilograms is 26 pounds. And 16 kilograms is 35 pounds. Add row. 5 kilograms is 11 pounds. Seven kilograms is 15 pounds. 12, 16, 5, 7. That's all. Okay. Okay. So, again, you see ... meaning there are multiple concepts here. We can only see the first one, but there are multiple concepts back there. And if you rest your cursor here, you can see all of the target words that are here. Okay. Okay. We use numbers. The MTT spelled it out, but that's fine. Let's say, go back to full verse. Okay, let's ignore 9.7. And 15. And we see that they're the same. So let's save this verse, and in the next video we'll move on to Discourse 1.3.